Hi everyone, so I'm going to be making a couple of makes today. They're all flowers, they're all made with different sorts of papers, and this is the simplest design that I could come up with. It does use scissors, so that's something to be aware of. Okay, so I'm using origami paper for this. Origami paper is really nice because it's quite thin, and obviously you can fold it quite easily. But you can use crepe paper, so I'm going to show you how to use crepe paper, use it with crepe paper as well. So pair of scissors, some elastic bands, some skewers, and maybe a little bit of glue, and also a nail file. Strangely enough, that's got to do with the skewers. So, okay, all you need to do is fold the paper. So it's like that fan shape. So I'm gonna keep folding. Right to the end. Now what I want is a symmetrical shape, so I'm going to cut off this end bit so that it's symmetrical. And I've left the white bit on so that you can see how to cut it. So I want the white fluffy bit up there. I'll show you why in a minute. And I'm going to cut a petal shape out, so it's like a dome, half a dome shape, and depending on where you cut, how far you cut down, will give you different size petals. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you cut it out. If you cut it the other way, I did a bit of a, so that's this side is the same one I've done. If you cut it the other way, it gives you half petal shapes. You don't really want that. You want the full petal shapes. So that's the shape that you're left with. Now all you have to do is get an elastic band, tighten it around the end. So you want to get it as close to the middle as possible and quite tight. That seems alright. Okay, and now all you have to do is fan the shape out like that. She says, and you've got yourself a flower shape. Whoops, there you go. Now you can leave it like that, but it's good to get a bit of glue and glue these petals into place. So I just need to hold that down for a couple of seconds. Okay, so the flower's stuck down, hopefully, and all you want to do is put a skewer through the elastic band. So I've got skewer here. It's got a pointy end to it. I don't really want that pointy end to be there because I'm a bit worried about how people might use the pointy end, especially if they're a little bit boisterous. So just going to get the nail file. You can use sandpaper, but I thought a nail file, people might have a nail file rather than having sandpaper. Just sand the end down a little bit, and you've got a stick without a pointy end, and then you just thread that through the flower. It's really lovely to do it with origami paper because you can get some really nice patterns with it. So now I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to make a daffodil. So what I'm using is crepe paper, but obviously you can use origami paper as well. It's good for this. 2 sheets of crepe paper. I've already folded it so that I can see where it goes. Oop. And then I'm going to cut it, making sure I cut it the right way round, she says. So it's from the corner up to where the flap is, like that. Okay, and you've got your nice petals there. Actually, that one's a bit square at the end, so I'm going to chop that down. Oops. That's it. Right, okay, so there's my petal shape. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with my elastic band and put it around the middle. Whoops, this one's a little bit more tricky than the other one because it involves 2 pieces of paper. Okay, so I've got the elastic band roughly in the middle, I think. I'm going to pull out the petals a little bit. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the bits of orange and gather them in the middle, and do the same on the other side. So this one you can do without glue, but also you can do it with glue as well if you don't want to see the elastic band. I'll show you that in a second. So just pull up the petals. That's it. And that's going to make the middle of the daffodil. Give it a good squish around. And as you can see, because you've pulled up the bit in the middle, you don't need to glue the petals together because they're all pretty much in the right place. Now you can leave it like that because the crepe paper, you know, can be moulded inwards. I'm going to give it a cut in the middle, and there's the head of my daffodil. And get a skewer that doesn't have a pointy end on it. All I have to do then is put the skewer through the daffodil, and now you've got a daffodil.